Welcome back, Royal Nation, to another installment of Royal V, where you get a better insight of each king and queens behind the scene. I'm your host, Cheno Royal, baby. I'm here with, what's your name, sir?
YBE.
Man, how you feeling today?
I can't complain, Brody. Just called me in the shop. I'm in the lab cooking up right now, getting a bunch of stuff together for the event tomorrow.
I was gonna say, looking official as fuck with this background. Look at this background right now. I got the door all printed out, the TV, man. As professional as it gets, bro.
No, for
But
sure.
I appreciate you sliding on in and coming to show some love and just elaborating on just who YBE is. So go ahead for the fans at home, just elaborate a little bit more for basically what YBE is and what it stands for.
YBE is my brand. It's the acronym stands for Young Black Entrepreneurs. It's something me and my brother started a bunch of years back. We was in the trenches trying to figure out a way to get something going that was on more of a positive note.
Okay.
And we came up with the acronym maybe 20 years ago, bro.
Okay. Uh, have you guys always been wanting to do something like this, or did it just like naturally just like spontaneously come to you in like a vision or something like, oh man,
Now,
we got to start this?
no, what we did was we we all had different talents and gifts and stuff. So we was going through a lot of negative shit in our life. I don't know if
Right.
I can cuss or not, but we
No,
was
you're
going through a
good.
lot of negative stuff in our life, and we were trying to do something or create something that was more so on a positive note.
Mm,
So we created it. We came up. It took us maybe about a month. We were just pondering back and forth, having meetings about it and talking about it. And the name came up. We were sitting at my mom's house, and man, what do you think about young bold entrepreneurs? You know what, young black entrepreneurs?
yeah.
Like eureka! We
Yeah.
had a eureka moment. Had a eureka moment, and from there, it's been on and running. My bro, he started a real estate company with it. I did the non for profit, and then
Oh,
I did, then I followed it with the clothing.
okay. It. I was gonna. You literally beat me to it. I was literally gonna ask. Is it just apparel, or like, do you do like more on the entertainment aspect of it, or
Well, right now, I'm just doing. I do realty, my non for profit YBE Foundation, and we do the YBE Apparel clothing line. The non for profit has been kind of like on the back burner. We still do things, but it's kind of behind the scenes because
Mhm.
ever since COVID, a lot of stuff slowed down. So I took time to kind of focus more, one, on my career, and then two, the clothing line, trying to perfect and learn the craft to the stuff that I'm creating and recreating. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Uh, when did all this stuff start to take off for you?
Um, Well, with the clothing line, well, with the real estate stuff, it, that's as easy as just buying a property, putting it in a business name, and renting it
Right.
out. That's because that's what I did initially. Bought a 3 unit, was renting it out, and put it under a business name. And my goal was to kind of get heavy off into that, but my career kind of took precedent over that
Hmm.
for a while. I'm also a lineman, which we work on the power lines and stuff like that. I did that for like 17 years, working
Okay.
with the utility company. But now that I'm with a different company now, so I have more time to focus on the craft of the clothing. The clothing kind of was maybe say 4 years, but 2 years ago. So 4 years, say 2 years, and then say 2002 is when it really started to. That's when I got into stores and I
Okay.
started kind of like, okay, trying to figure out how to do a lot of the work myself and having more time now. Started to be able to focus in on the craft and the creating and the relationship building and stuff like that.
Okay. What's something that you've noticed like when it comes to like do you design all your stuff, right? Like yourself, like or do you have like a team that
Well,
helps you design?
well, I'm super creative, so I know how I like things to look.
Hmm.
So I'll go through different like ideas and I shop them through my friends, through my brothers, and like, what do you think? How does this look? And I got a partner, one of my boys, a really close friend of mine. His name is Will.
Okay.
Will I made it. That's his name on Instagram at Will I made it. That's my dog, man.
Shout out,
We
shout out.
shout out Will. We put a lot of ideas and bounce them off each other, and a lot of the stuff I sit and I just be trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to get it and present it to the audience to where it grabs, so
Mm,
where I know that it'll be something that lasts forever, not just some here and now type thing.
definitely. Like when it comes to like designing, you like I know you're a very creative individual, especially just from saying half the stuff that you just said, like whether it's the realty, the
Hmm.
clothes or whatever. You have to be a creative individual. Like
Hmm.
what, how does one develop the spark to actually start relaying that onto something? Like do you wake up in the morning and you're just like naturally like, oh well man, I got this cool t-shirt design, or I'm thinking like these pants need to look like this, or like how does that look like for you?
Um, I would say, you know what? I would say I'm a hustler. I'm just a hustler. That's kind of how I was raised. My mom
Mhm.
was a hustler. My pops was a hustler. So, like, for me, I was always trained and taught, like, even if you don't know what you're doing, just keep going. And then you'll figure it out as you go. Because when you're stagnant, you kind of lose focus. You kind of
Right.
lose your momentum. So, my creativity comes from just wanting to know. So, like, I started the clothing line with someone, and they were the guy, they was the person that kind of was like, oh well, this is what we do, or that looks nice, and they asked me to become a part of it. So they asked me to become a part of it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm loyal to a fault almost majority of the time. But I joined the team on some like, I got you, whatever, we can do whatever. And then I end up like learning as I go, and I absorb everything.
Hmm.
So I'm learning, and I'm like, oh wow. So now my thought process is, man, I can make my own clothes. Or man, this is dope. This is fun. It was a form of therapy for me. So that's kind of like what triggered. Like I started
Okay.
focusing in on that portion of it.
Okay. My follow-up to that would be since '02 you said, like what has kept that fuel, that passion burning through that whole time, and like what has pushed you to keep elevating the game?
Um, well, there's been a lot of different things that has kind of, like has happened in life. I'm from the South, so I'm from the low end. You know what I'm saying? Chicago. So
Mhm.
I got enough fuel just through experiences.
Right.
Hey, Brody, look, I got enough fuel just through experiences to make me just want to be better, man. Like I've always, no matter what situation I was in, grew up in the projects, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Stateway, Robert Taylor, all
Hey,
my life until they tore them down. So like every step of my life, I've always just wanted more. And I get that necessarily, like I say, from my mom's being a hustler, my pops, my granny being like, you know what I'm saying? So the thought process has always been like, what's next?
okay.
If I get good at something, me getting starting my career, I was like, all right, I got a good job. Now how can I make some way to make some money so that I'm not just dependent on my job? It was always about the hustle, the flip, the hustle, the hustle.
For sure, for sure. Uh, are you involved in any fashion shows that are going on this year? I know you're talking about you had some events coming up. Like what are some of those?
I did two fashion shows already this year. February, I did one out in um, Southern, the college out in Southern Illinois. I did a fashion show also here in the city, in the south suburbs.
Okay.
And I'm doing tomorrow. We're doing the Juneteenth event
Okay.
out in it's a lot on my mind. I'm trying to get 1,000
No,
things,
you
but
good, dog.
I'm doing the Juneteenth event tomorrow, and then from there, I'm also doing. I'm waiting on a response from Vegandale, and then I'm doing an event also at it's a High Park festival. It's
Okay.
called Passport Vibes. So I'll be
Man,
a vendor there also.
my man making all these moves out here. He said, "Man, I can't even focus on all these moves. They're just happening, bro. That's crazy, man. I'm just so glad seeing all that stuff happening. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Uh, is there any like dream that you could see for this year happening that you would definitely be like, look,
Uh,
this is what I want to happen for this year?
well, what's going to happen this year?
Okay, okay, okay.
is one, I just want to keep pushing the envelope, just constantly force myself to be better, force myself to kind of create this space for positivity, this space for creativity, and then constantly pulling in the youth to kind of help. Because my thing is also, while I'm doing this, I give a bunch of this information for free. I've spent tens and tens of thousands of dollars on learning all of this stuff to get to this point. And now
Mhm.
me and my boy, me and a few friends of mine are starting to do the mentor thing where we teaching kids, okay, or the youth, like, you want a brand, this is how you start it, A through Z. This is the things you go through. You spend so much money, you waste so much money going through different things because you're paying in life for the lessons
Mhm.
that we thought to put something together. And it's going to be something real big this summer in Boxville. It's on
Okay.
51st and Calumet. It's going. We working on the logistics right now, but soon it will be something that we'll unravel. But it'll be more so built around pulling in the youth. Want your own brand? This is how you start your own brand. You want to be a young black entrepreneur? This is how you start your own business. We're going to start kind of pushing, okay, all the things we've absorbed to the youth for free. It ain't like we charging or trying to get over on nobody. It's just
Right.
taking the lessons we learn and giving them right back to the community.
Definitely. That's a beautiful thing, man. And I'll say it first off, I appreciate you for doing that because that's definitely something as like a young individual myself. Like I know that it's kind of difficult. I'm on the east side of Indiana, which
Uh-huh.
even out here in the cornfields compared to Chicago, like we still have some of the same sort of vibes where it's just like some people might get a little stingy when it comes to that sort of grand
Oh
scheme
yeah,
info. But
yeah,
I definitely will be the first one to say I know that I appreciate you doing stuff like that because the younger generations definitely need something like that to help motivate ourselves to better our communities and everything. So I
for sure.
appreciate you for doing that. What's something that piece of info? I know you don't want to give it all out right now, but what's a piece of info that you would recommend to the younger generations that definitely something to focus on?
I would say be content with yourself. Um, the biggest adjustment in life that I can say, that me being a little bit older,
Mm,
that I'm learning even now to accept that, one, as a young black man, I am enough. I'm enough. All the ideas and the creativity that come with me, the world will tell you, you're not, you ain't this, you ain't that. You're supposed to be either a hooper or a rapper. That's the only two. None of that shit means nothing. If you have an idea, you have a want, if you have a goal, if you want to be something, aspirations to be anything, you are enough. Just start small and take it a bit at a time, a day at a time, a step at a time. And one step turns into 20, 20 turns into 100. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Don't let a lot of this false internet TV bullshit make you believe that any. I know so many people that are on TV and on the internet that are like millions of views and followers, and these people are flat broke.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, for sure. And it'll make a person who's not there feel like, I'm not enough. I should quit. I should forget it. No, stay in your lane. Keep your mind on your own race, and you're gonna be okay.
Right.
Your purpose is your purpose. Can't nobody take that from you.
And it's funny you say that because like I look at it as like we're just glorifying the wrong things nowadays. And it's
Hmm.
just like we're looking at the material rather than our own morals in some sort of way. So like the fulfillment isn't there for a lot of us. So I can have $1 million and I could be
Hmm.
set for life, but I might be the most broke mentally that
Yeah,
anybody could possibly think of. And like there's
yeah,
some people out there that are just comfortable and more fulfilled just having that 9 to 5 and they're cool with it. So and
yeah.
that's fine. Whatever fulfills you at the end of the day. So it's funny you
Oh,
said that.
yeah.
But
That's
I
right.
want to say I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you sliding on through. I'm busy man, CEO. Look at it, look at this. Oh my God, look at this, man. I got one of the biggest, the baddest coming to y'all, man. But like I said, I appreciate you sliding on in and showing some love. But I got one more question before you get on out of here.
Yeah.
Where do you see all this stuff going in the coming years? What's the ultimate end game of Mr. YBE?
Well, I'm in the process now of rebranding because the goal is no longer just to be a black-owned brand or business; it's to be a universal business. So, what you
Mm,
can see that I have on the name of the brand is Origins, which means in the beginning of.
okay.
Whatever motivated me or you or anyone, whatever sparked that is in the beginning. So the origins of being great or being a Kanye or being a Jay or whoever the next person look up to. Then my goal is to get the new brand out there and also kind of shedding the skin of just being limited to just one perspective. This world is big. We are all different
For
people
sure.
and denominations of people. So the goal is okay, now let's push this brand and get it out there. I'm in stores already, but my goal is to also push it even further to something that's like, okay, I can be creative and be free. The
Mm,
ultimate goal is to be free, meaning that this is my job and I don't have to necessarily go to work anymore. I can just totally focus in on my craft.
for sure. Hey man, and let me know, man. I be out there modeling. I ain't that big yet, but your boy be out there modeling.
And
So if
look,
you need some models,
you said that. Now it's funny you say that. The next photo shoot, hey, look, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna hold
hey,
you to that now. I'm gonna
hey,
hold
bro,
you.
you got me on speed dial. You already know who to hit. I'm just telling you.
I got you. The next photo shoot, I'm dead serious. I promise you. I'm gonna want you to be a part of it, bro.
Hey, bro, we up there, man. You know you fam now. You fam. You on the show. You family now. This is just what this is.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
like I said, man, I appreciate you showing love. Go ahead, shout out wherever we can find you. I know it's on that giant TV back there, but go ahead, shout out wherever we can find you because we need to find you, sir.
You can find us on, you search the website, it's YBEapparelchicago.com. On Facebook, it's YBE Apparel Chicago. On Instagram, it's YBE Apparel underscore X underscore origins. Um, we're in a few stores on the south side. We are in a store called Sneakerville, which is in Hyde Park, Chicago. We're going to end up going back into JD's. We're going to go back into uh, what is the store? It's right up here. It's like 1,000 things in my mind at once. But if you catch us on social media, then we'll be able to follow every aspect of it. You'll see the movement online because we're
De-
doing a lot.
Definitely tap in with my guy doing big things, big moves, his big dreams. I see everything and I believe in every ounce of it. But
Yes, sir.
until next time, I appreciate you again, my guy. Stay royal out there.
Hmm.
Peace.
Much love, bro.